Hopefully you guys already scanned the QR code. I think some of you are already in Taiwan, right? Maybe half of this class, right? I think. I think half of the class already in Taiwan. Can we wait for a few minutes? And all of you already uh, take the quiz? Take the basic math quiz? Or no? Who's still not taking the quiz? Maybe tonight I will deliver the results. Okay, who's still not taking the quiz? Uh, we will have uh, we already have two quiz. We will have at least maybe 5 to 6 quiz for basic math. Maybe six. Yeah, maybe, yeah, 5 to 6. Yeah, 5 to 6. So if you miss out one or two, uh, I'm not sure the results for the courses. Okay, so if you have any trouble, maybe click the quiz. Please let me know if you have trouble that for that, because I've seen the reports. I think most of you already take the quiz. I'm not sure, okay, but I'm not sure. But I think one or two haven't taken the quiz. Or if you take, maybe the time is up, so you don't get the full score. So don't be late, okay? Don't be late. Please remember to check the Google Classroom, because I've given you the quiz uh, uh, quite long for the durations. So you can choose which day you want to take the quiz, right? So yeah, okay. And if I check the results, let me check the results. Yeah, in my results, 10 students taken the quiz. 10 students. And the average is 70. Yeah, average is 70, around 70. So I think that's quite good. 70 in the results. Uh, yeah, I think one student tried to take the quiz, but time is up. Yeah, so the students take the quiz, and in the middle of the quiz stop because you take the quiz too late. So I cannot give you the full score. Uh, yeah, 10 students already taking the quiz. How many we have here? We have 10. Yeah, Scarlett. I will giving you the correct answer. I think I forgot to give you the last quiz. Okay. I will give last quiz and this quiz the correct answer, and then you can see the results. So, uh, okay, if you need this way, actually, when you finish the quiz, I can make the quiz to show you which one is the correct answer. Yeah, but since I've turned off that that settings, so you didn't get any feedback from the quiz. So I think I will, for the next quiz I will make that way. Okay, so you after you finish the quiz, you got uh, the results directly. Okay, okay, okay. So no questions and quiz. Okay, so I don't want you to complain at the end of the semester. Oh, professor, why why my score blah 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 blah, right? If you want to complain, complain now. And if you have any questions, you need to ask now. Do not ask for me in the end of the semester. Okay, because I have those kind of students that maybe 2 years ago, 1 years ago, there will always be one or two students in the class. He just came to class, study, and then I'm not sure what's going on with the students, since he didn't tell me anything about maybe the situations. And at the end of the semester, he just said that, oh, I didn't study very well, blah blah blah, because of this. If he has a problem like that, he need to tell me beforehand. Okay, like maybe at the very early of the semester, he need to tell me what's the situation, what's wrong with your study. Okay, I need to know, right? And if you just complain at the end, like if I fail the students, okay, this basic of math is actually I don't want to fail students in this course, but I can fail students. Okay, so if you fail within this course because of your own fault, okay, please don't complain to me at the end of the semester. For example, oh, professor, I am the final year student, blah blah blah, or maybe I am the I need to pass the course because blah blah blah. Okay, it happens in calculus, in basic of math. Okay, there will always be students like that. Okay, so if you have a problem, you have difficulty in the middle of semester, at the early semester, please tell me at the very beginning, if you can, or maybe at the middle of the semester. That's still okay, but don't ask me, don't question me at the end of the semester. Okay, you can email me, you can ask me in class. Okay, can email me. And maybe because some of you already in Taiwan, maybe at the middle of November or maybe at the end of the November, we can start to move to our classroom. Okay, but still, if you still outside, I will still open the online class, and also I will basically teaching offline and online at the same time. Okay, so that will be uh, for our lecture. Okay, so there is no question. Is there any question first? Any question first? Anything to discuss? Okay, no? Okay, let's start with some feedback time evaluations. Okay, so we start from this true or false. Okay, and okay, half of you write true, half false. So remember, okay, remember if you have log of x, this is or maybe let me start with uh, Now this is true, but this way, not correct. You can also write in terms log x, and then it will be log x minus log y. Okay, so yeah, it's 50%, 50%. Okay, so it's not good, not good, because log is actually uh, one of the basic principles in math, and it will be useful for calculus and other advanced mathematics. So please be careful. Okay, next is this. So evaluate this expression. So how to evaluate? We can start with writing down this 27. So 27 we can write as 3 with power of 3. So and this 3 can move there. We can move 3 to the front. So we will have -1 log 3 3, and log 3 with log base of 3 with 3 is actually 1. So this will be uh, -1. Okay. So the answer is -1. I think you guys got correct. So the last one also you guys got correct. So here is the log. Okay. So start with from the left, log base of 2, and 6 multiplied with 15. You will get 15 6 like that. Sorry, divide, and then multiply with log 2, uh, log base of 2. Let me write here. Let me just write directly. It's 20. Okay, uh, we can start to evaluate this. This will be 3. This will be 10. Oh wait, this is wrong. Sorry. Should be 6 over 15. So this will be log base of 2, 8, and this will be log 2, move to the front, and this will be 3. Okay, good. Okay, more practice. You think not enough practice, blah, 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 homework. Okay, so I will maybe attach some, let's say, homework, okay, in the Google Classroom, maybe tonight or tomorrow. Okay, so I will attach related to exponent and log. Okay. So for you to have some practice, and next week maybe we have another quiz of that. But we will see. We will see uh, when we will have another quiz. Okay. Any questions so far? I think we can start with the a little bit review, and then we can have some more exercise. Okay. So let me check what will be there. Okay. So you have exponential equation. Okay. Okay. Exponential we set for this Okay, now actually we are going to have logarithmic equations. Oh, I think this question here from Hans, right? Okay, I can solve that. So, I'm going to show you uh, the way we can solve. Okay. Okay, if you have 4 power of x plus 6 power of x and 9 power of x, uh, the question is just asking solve for x. Okay, I think Hans already solved it. And I think just need to think from here. Uh, Or do you want to try other students to solve this? Solving for x. So let me give you a few minutes for you to try. And I think the result will contain log. Okay, anyone can solve? Okay, so if you have this kind of question, okay, this is a typical questions for some not an exam but like a test, probably like a test. And if you want to solve this, okay, when we look here, okay, uh, the best way for me personally, if you see 4 with power of x, 6 with power of x, and 9 with power of x, the first thing to do is we need to multiply all this expression with some value. Okay, that when we apply, one of the expression become one. Okay? So the question is, it can be 1 for power of x, or we can have 6, or we can have 9 power of x. Okay. If you look the number 2, 4, 6, and 9, okay, you will see that this is 2 multiplied by 2, this is 2 multiplied by 3, and this is 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, it's looking good as a pattern, and we can try to look at when we decide to decide to divide. Okay, so if we divide 4 with 6, it will be 2 over 3, right? And this will be 1, and this will be 9 divided by 6, or this will be and it's stuck here. Okay, so I think we can start with 4. So let's divide by 4. So you need to look how the form will be, how the formula will be. So we start with divided by 4 with power of x. So this will be 1, and this will be 6 divided by 4. I will directly write this as 3 over 2. Okay, 3 over 2. And this is with power of x like that. And this will be 9 divided by 4x, or okay. Now if we simplify, this will be 3 over 2, 2x, right? Okay, and now we can let some t or a. You can name the variables. This is equal with, so we can have 1 plus t is equal t squared, or we can write t squared minus t minus 1 is equal 0. Okay. Now I will just use quadratic formula, okay, so you can get direct results. T so we can write this 1 plus minus b squared 1 minus 4 1 and minus 1. This is 2. Okay, and then we will get 1 plus minus, this is become 5, and divide by 2. So t is 3 over 2, and because let me write it, 2 to t is equal this. Okay, so t should be positive. So t uh, should uh, should be, yeah, positive. So we only take t 1 plus. Okay. Okay. Anyone know what this is? Anyone know what uh what this? Anyone know what this is? I'm just curious whether you know or you have learned before. Anyone know? You can write in the chat box if you want. Okay, maybe other students, you know. Okay, this is actually uh, ratio, or this is called the golden ratio. So if you know what golden ratio means, okay, in in terms of visuals, okay, for example, you have like when you see like a snail, it's not that perfect. That's not perfect. Okay, yeah, let me just draw the snail. There are some certain certain length, okay, for this snail. But if you look at, you will get this 1 plus a square root of 5 divided by 2, and we call the golden ratio. Okay, now let's go to the answer. Okay. It's still t, right? So we need to have an x because t is 3 over 2 with power of x. So we can have 3 over 2 with power of x equal 1 plus square root of 5 divided by 2. Okay, we have this. What we are going to do now? We need to have the x, right? We need to have the x as our answer. So the best way is to take some log. Okay? Let's just take ln. Okay, let's just take ln. So we will get x ln 0 over 2, and x will be ln. And I prefer just stop here. If you want to calculate in more um, exact number, in decimals, it's also fine. But I just want to stop here. Okay, any question from here? Any question? It's actually quite interesting. Okay, the problem is quite interesting. And if you want to look more for the golden ratio, what it is, and how we can find, you can check that out. I think there's a lot of YouTube videos explaining about the golden ratio and how it's helping to look to any nature pattern, like in the plants, in animals, and also there's also explanation on how we can take uh, good angle with our photos using the golden ratio. There is also some sort of explanation of that. Okay, I believe we can continue. Okay, so if there is no question here. Okay, okay, well, let's move on. So the next section for this chapter will be logarithmic equation. So let me start with the logarithmic equations. So this means we have let's say log and then base of a and then a variable x. And if I take this equal with another variable y, we can make a conclusion here that x is equal y. Okay, and now we are using this kind of property to solve most of the equations, most of the log equations. So I will just directly go to example. So if we have, so example, if we have log x squared plus 1, okay, is equal log x minus 2 uh, plus log x plus 3. Let's solve the equation. Okay, so first, if you get this question, what you're going to do is notice that you have an expansion here, right? Let's solve that for a moment. So log, it's plus, so it will be log x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. Okay, and then we can multiply x squared minus 2 plus 3, so plus x minus 6, right? Okay, so we can write down log x squared plus 1 equal log x squared plus x minus 6. Okay. According to the property at early explanations, so this will be x squared plus 1 equal x squared plus x minus 6. And we can see directly that this cancel, and the other one will be x equal to 7. And if you want to check, we can check x equals 7, checking to our function here, to the equation here. So this will be 50, this will be 5, this will be 10. So it's become 50, right? It's the same 50, so it's correct. If you want to check. Okay. Let me go through all the sections, and we may have some exercise. I will give you like more complicated exercise, okay? So you can see at least the process, the steps to do the solutions. Okay. Um, Let me just go one by one. For example, okay, another example. So I will have two questions here. X equal 8. Okay. Solve for x. Yeah, you can work it out also. Okay, I think the first one is you need to remember this is log e x, right? So it's actually e to the power of 8 is x. So just take the exponent. Or if you want to work like, you can also write this in terms of e and x. E 8 and this will be x is e 8. That's also okay. And same way, this will be base of 2. So 25 minus x is equal to with power of 3. Okay. So 25 minus x is equal 8. So x will be 17. Okay. I think that should be easy. Right? So this is rewriting in exponential form. It's called the we write in exponential. Okay, another question. 4 plus 3 log 2x is equal 16. Okay, this we can start with moving the 4 like that. And we can start with log 2x, and then this will be 4, and then 2x is 10 with power of 4. So x will be 5,000. Okay. Okay. Any questions until here? Okay. 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 Let me give you another example. Okay. Log x plus 2. Okay. Let me give you this. Please write the answer in chat box. What is x? Okay. Solve the x. So x equal. Okay. Let me give you just 2-3 minutes. I think 1 minute you can get the answer. Right? Okay, okay, good again. Okay, but let's see. Okay, let's see. What I want to tell you here is, if you have this, then we can start to write the multiplication. You get a quadratic, right? You get a quadratic, and I think we can start with writing the quadratics. This will be x squared plus x minus 2. This is equal, it's log. We getting rid of log, we remove log, so this will be 10, right? So x squared plus x minus 12 is 0. Or if you want to look more clearly, this will be log 10, like that. Right? 1 is log 10, so that is why it's become 10. Okay, now we can factorize this. This is become this, right? So this will be 4x is 3. But the question is it true? Is it true? Okay, now let me write the original equation. Checking with negative 4, checking with negative 4. It has log negative 2 log negative 5, which is not in our domain. So x with equal negative 4, x equal negative 4 is wrong answer. Okay. So the point is, the thing is, you need to check all the necessary x. Okay. So if you have x equal negative 4, actually uh, it doesn't solve the equations. Okay. But when you have x equal 3, let's say 3, this will be 3 plus 2, it's 5, this 3 minus 1 is 2, it's log 5 multiplied by 2, so log 5 2, it's log 10, it's 1, it solves the solutions. So the answer will be x equal 3. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, don't forget to check if you have 2 or 3 or more in log. You need to check whether the answer or whether the x is a solutions. Okay. You need to check. Okay, I can give you more question. Okay, let me check. Okay. Okay, any questions? I think no. We'll move. Okay. Okay, I have log 4 and I have log 5. Okay. Between these two log here, which one is bigger? So I have this or this. If this is A, this is B, which one is bigger? A or B? Okay. Any other idea? Okay, good idea. Good. Any other idea? Remember, this is log. Okay, this is log. Okay, any other idea? The students? Okay, Scarlet A is bigger. Okay, okay, okay. Anyone who agree with Ardian? Who agree with Scarlet? For anyone who agree with Ardian? B is bigger than A. Oh, Ardian, to change your mind. Okay, you agree with Scarlet. Okay, so yeah, this is a little bit like having because you see that for A it has uh, number 258. In B you have a 620. Okay, but remember they are different base, right? They are different base. A is base of 4, B is base of 5. But how to check in a really quick and so when it and it doesn't need to be calculated in the paper. Okay, if you, I think this can be calculated in your head. Okay, okay. So for, let's say we need to raise with something. Okay, you need to make it into 258, right? But actually there's another. Yes, Hans, good. Hans, good, really good idea. So we can find the closest value, that is 256, right? So we can raise to with power of 4. Okay, and 5 also similarly. Okay, similarly we need to have, this is need to equal 620. The nearest is 625 if we have power of 4, right? So this will be 625. Okay, now here if we have from base of 4 and 5, we have log, okay, 4 base of 4, 256. It should be less, right? It should be less than log 4 258, right? And this log 5 620, it's also less than log 5 675. This is 4, this is 4. So 4 is less than 258, and here 4 is less than 620. So log base of 4 is greater than log. So A is greater than B. Okay. Okay. Do you get it what I'm doing here? Okay. So if you have maybe some comparison like this, I hope you can still do it. Okay. Okay. Any questions? Question from this? Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me give you another example. So I think I will fill you today with more examples, okay? Because I think exponential and log, you will still discuss about those exponent and log, even when you are studying other uh, mathematical related courses like calculus, engineering of math, maybe a little bit of thermodynamics, like something like that, or physical chemistry, or is that you will see the usage of log, exponent all the time. Okay, so I will give you more practice for the exponent and log. Can I like move to the next one? Okay, let's just to make sure. Okay, let me give you another exponent like this. So that's equal. Let me give you this. Maybe 1 2 minutes solving. Write in the equation what is x. Okay, do you get the answer? What is x? Okay, Arjan, good. Okay, if we look here, okay, we can say this is, it's this a. Okay? So a squared minus a minus 6, and we can factorize. Okay? So we will have a is 3 and a is -2. And a is 3 over with power of x. So 3 with power of x equal -2. This is impossible, right? And this will be 3 with power of x, and this is 3. So x equal 1. Okay. 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 Let me give you another one. Okay. Okay. Let me give you log 2. Okay. Calculate this expression. try this one. If you get the answer, write down in chat. Okay, any idea? Any ideas of this? What's the answer? Okay, good. If you look here, okay, and let me look at this log 4. Log 4, you can write log 2 to the power of 2. Okay, we can move this 2, so it will be 2 log 2. Okay, I can rewrite this. Okay, I can rewrite this log 2 squared, okay, plus, let me write this first, 2 log 2, okay, and log 5, and plus log 5 and then square. Now we can let this log 2 becomes a. Okay. This become a squared, this become b squared, and the middle one will become 2ab. And it's perfectly becoming uh, quadratic, quadratic equations. Okay. And then from here we can say that this we can write in terms of a plus b squared. So let's do that. So log 2 plus log 5, this is the form. And we can write down this, making it 5, 2, and don't forget this is squared of sign. And log 10, it's squared like that, so it's 1. Okay, so good idea. Okay. Okay, another way, the logs, okay, the question with logs is if we have the, it's called the solving logs with pronumerals. So this is if, okay, if log, this is example, okay, this is example. If log 6 is a and log 108 is b, okay, express log 3, log 54 in terms of a and b. So what does it mean is pronumerals is you need to rewrite the expression of log in terms of uh, any variables that they are given, like maybe a, maybe b, and expressions they are given. We need to uh, rewrite the logarithmic log expressions. Okay, so we start with the log 3. What's equal with log 3 in terms of a and b? In terms of a and b, first you need to understand the question. If you haven't received this kind of questions, so what does it mean is, if it's asking log 3, we need to write log 3 in terms of a, how many a, maybe 3, maybe minus b, or maybe b plus 2a, or something like that. And that should be uh, the answer that you expected. Okay, okay, let's start with log 3. Any idea how to find this log 3? There are several ways to find. Any way you prefer, which method you prefer, that's okay for me. Okay, any idea what's the results? Okay, anyone? Any solutions for this? Okay, Artian. Okay, where are the other students? Hello, guys. Do you watching the lecture? Yeah, aside from Ardian, Hans, Scarlett, where are you guys? Okay. How many students already in Taiwan? So they uh, just coming. Who are now students in Taiwan? Jordan, you're okay. Blessing also already. Ardian, yeah, you already in quarantine. Okay. Oh, you finished quarantine and self health management. Okay. Okay, okay, good. So hopefully, maybe around next week or next 2 weeks, we can have physical class for basic of math, okay? And we can have some more practice and review. Okay. Okay. So log 3. Okay. And I think Ardia already answered very clear. So we can say this log 3. Before we get the log 3, we can have some. Uh, if we look here, If we have 6, we have 108. Maybe we can have some relation between 108 and 6. Okay, let's divide log 108 minus log 6. So we will have log 108 divided by 6 like that. This will be log, this will be 18, okay? And 18 will be log 3 multiplied by 6. And this will be log 3 plus log 6. So we will have log 108 minus log 6 equal log 3 plus log 6. And we are having our goal here, log 3. So we will have log 3 is log 108 minus 2 log 6. Okay, this is b, this is minus 2a. So log 3 is equal b minus 2a. So you can start from here actually, or you can start uh, branch this 108. How many how many ways, how many methods you can find for multiplication to 108? Maybe we need to include 1, 6, 3, okay, and maybe another 6, and this will result 2, 3, 2, 3, and you can start to uh, to design the numbers that you can make up to 108, and from there you can set up which log they are asking and can figure it out. So this is one way to look at. Okay. The other one, log 54. Okay, log 54 is much more direct because you can see that 54 is actually log is 108 divided by 2, right? And we can see this become log 108 minus log 2. You can write log 2 in terms of 6 divided by 3. Okay. So if we remember, we already have log 3. This, okay. I mean, we have also log 6 based on our question. So the key to solve this kind of problem is look at the questions, okay? If they are given log 6 and log 108, any expression they are asking, we need to revert to 6 and 108. We can start from 6, multiply with something to reach 108, or we can start from 108 to get a relation with 6. And then at the end of the day, you need to find 3, log 3, and log 54 and combine all the possibility to reach these conclusions. Okay, so start with this from here. This will become, oh, let me just go to the next page. Let me copy this. Okay, now this will be sorry, log 108 minus, this will be log 6 minus log 3. Okay, another tips for you. This is my preference. Okay, usually if I want to make some so if there's more than or if you think that the calculation is a little bit complicated, maybe you have seen some variables, or maybe if the variables are more than one, the idea is I'm giving this bracket here to make sure that I'm doing correctly, because you see there will be this minus here. If you are not really careful, what you are doing is this way, and this is wrong, right? Okay, so that's why I'm giving this bracket here to make sure that the signs that will be in the equation will be correct. Okay, okay. Now we have log 108 is our B, log 6 is our A, and log 3 is our B minus 2A. So I'm giving another bracket also to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. So B minus A plus 2A, so 3A minus B. So we will have 2B minus 3A. So this will be the answer. Okay, so yeah, hopefully next week, okay, we can have our first physical class in basic of math. Yeah, or maybe 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, I think 2 weeks. I will announce on Google Classroom. We can have next week or next 2 weeks. Okay, let me continue and give you another example. So this part today is all example related to exponential and log. Okay, this question will be 3 uh, wait, sorry. 3 log base of 3, and we have log base of 3 log base of 3 3x is equals 0. Solve for x. So x equal with something. Okay, try this one. Maybe 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes. I'm giving you the time. Okay. What is x? Anyone got the answer? Do you think it's difficult for this kind of question? Yes, it's tricky. It's tricky. Okay, blessing. Good. Yeah, it's 9. Okay. Okay. Good, good, blessing. Okay, look here. Okay, look here. Let me write one more this equation here. Okay, now if we are going to take this as A, okay, let's say this as A. Oh, but first, look at 3 here, okay? This 3 is actually not really important, right? Because it's equal 0 here. So if we are going to take this 3 to anywhere here, is not necessary. So we can actually get rid this 3 directly. It's not important. It's just to distract your focus. Okay. So let's start with, if we have this A, okay, then if we write log 3 and then A is equal 0, if you remember our very first log property, if we have A with power of B is equal C, then we can write log with base of A, C is equal B. Okay, this is our first property in log, right? So we can use this to solve all this problem here. Okay, so basically what we are going to do is, this will be, so A, uh, right, so A will be equal to 3 with power of 0. Okay, this will be 1. So the whole thing here, A becomes 1. It means that log 3 log base of 3 and then 3x, this is equal 1. Okay, again, same thing, we can have this B, so log 3b equal 1. So this will be 3 with power of 1, right? So b is 3 power of 1. So log, I mean right here, log 3x is equal 3. Okay, okay, do you get it? And 3x here is 3 with power of 3, and x will be 3 power of 2. So x is 9. Okay, so basically, with the just using the first property in log, okay, the first property in log, that's right, you can start from the inside. You can start from here and start from here, not from here, sorry. You can start from the whole log here and relate to our first property here, and then basically that way you are removing this log. Okay, we can just focus here and then focus inside, and then you get the x. So it's like you are starting from the peripheral, from the outer, and then you going inside slowly, and you get the results. Okay, okay, before we continue, what's the other example? What the other example? Any questions here? Anything to discuss from this question? Okay. Okay, let me give you another one. Let me give you another one. Oh, this Jordan, this one. Okay. Okay. This is log A B C. So A, right? Okay. First, you need to understand if this is the base, right? Three is the base. So this is the so this is A, this is B, this is C. Do you get it, Jordan? If I write A B C like this, so B is equal with A with power of C, right? If you want, you can write this becomes 27. Divide 3 with 27 is 9, right? It's 3 to the power of 2. Did I ask? You still need to. Okay, get it? Okay. So, uh, exponential log, it's also helping you to solve most algebra. Okay, so you will be familiar with the algebra uh, solving x. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Okay, let me give you more questions. That's I will give you more difficult and more difficult now. The first one, like the example at the very beginning in our course, is it's just a very example to see how to solve principally how to solve the log equations. But now I will give you more and more. So let's try from x power of log to x divided by x squared equal 8. And x is in domain of from 0 to infinity. Solve the equations. Okay, let's try. Maybe this needs some, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, probably. But if you see the pattern, you will notice that what you need to do right away. Anyone got the answer? Or still difficult to solve? Oh, good. That's good. Really nice. Yes, yes, correct. So we can start with writing this as this form. Okay. And the next thing is we can take the log. Let's just make base 2 because we have base 2 at the power. So this is also log base 2. Okay. Yeah, you can also do that also. Uh, I will try for this one first. Okay. So we can have now okay, we have log 2 8 plus log 2 x squared, and we can make this become log. We can move this to here. Okay, and we can move this to here. So this will be log 2x multiplied with log base of 2x. Okay. This will be log 2x squared, and then this will be log 2 8 is we can directly write 3, okay, because this is 2 power of 3, and this will be 2 log 2x. Okay, and now we can simplify and make it let's say a is log with base of 2 of x. Okay, and then we can have a squared plus this is 2a. So minus 2a minus 3 equals 0. And we can solve this. We can factorize this, become a minus 3, a plus 1, and a will be 3, and a will be 4. So don't forget to check and turns back the equations. So x will be 8, right? And this will be negative 1. So x will be half, right? And this will be 2 to the power of 3. This is 2 to the power of negative 1. Okay, now if you want, you can check these results back to the original equations, which is the uh, x log 2x divided by x squared is equal to 8. Okay, let's start with 8. So 8 to the power of 3, 8, it's simply okay. So x equal 8 is okay. X equal half, I think that should be okay. It should be half log 2 and then half, and then this will be 1 over 2 squared. So this will be negative 1. This will be 2. And 2 divided by 1 over 4. This is also correct. So both x is correct, are correct. Okay, maybe one or two questions left for today. Let me give you. Oh, from here. uh, From here. This is simply we are having a log b. Okay, and you add log at the front. This means we have log b log a, right? Okay. Okay, now next questions. Similar with similar vibes, a little bit difficult and complicated, but I hope you get the idea. So five. Okay, now we have this. Try your best to solve this. I think this will be the last question for today, and I will continue a separate question tomorrow. And I think next week we can move to other chapter. Skipping some sections in this exponent law because I don't think it's really relevant for basic of math. Uh, there is a sections discussing about the physics, like how to use log in terms of some physics formula, and then about the population growth, some modeling using the log and exponent. I think I will just skip that. Okay, we can skip and then going forward to. I think after this part we will have a trigonometry. Trigonometry. Okay, any idea what the answer will be? Oh, good. Blessing, good. Very good, very nice. Okay. Other students, do you get how we are going to solve this one? Because it's not a typical log and exponent problem. This is more like having more uh, a little bit algebraic problem inside. Okay, let me solve it for you guys. First, what I want to do is let me write this 5 5 log x, and let me write this part here. Let me write this part here in terms of 5 with power of 2 multiplied with 5 with power of negative log x. Okay, I can do this way, right? And this will be equal to t. Let me remind you the property in here. Okay, look, a, if you have 2 plus x, okay, this will be a with power of 2 and a x, right? This is the similar property. And we are exactly doing that for this 5 with power of 2 minus log x. And this will be 5 squared multiplied with 5 with power of negative log x. Okay. Okay. Now the next thing, we have 5 here, and also 30 is also having 5. Yeah, Blessing. What's the problem? Yes, yes. Yes, of course, there will be several ways to solve this. Don't really, not really necessary to have the same way as me, as my method. It depends on you. Okay, whenever you feel it's the way you solve that. Okay, this is correct, and you can prove it, and then that's okay. That's okay. Okay. So we look at 5, and we can cancel this all. Okay. So we will have 5 log x plus, let me make this become 5, dif, divide by 5 log x. Okay, and this equal 6. Okay, now you can let some a or some b or any variables you choose. Maybe b, this will be 5 with power of log x. Okay, and this will be b plus 5 over b equals 6. Okay, and let me solve this and multiply with b, and we can have b squared minus 6b plus 5 equals 0. So this will be b, 5 and negative 6, so it should be negative 1 and negative 5, right? So this will be 1, this will be 5. So back to 5 with power of log x equal 1, or we can say log x should be 0, right? And x is 1, okay? And this part here should be 5, okay? We can have this log with 5, and then 5 is actually log x, or log x is 1. So x will be 1. Okay, so this will be the answer, and you can check the answer. I think the answer will be solved in this equation here. Okay, both 1 or 10. Okay, any questions? I think this is the end of for today, this example. We can have some feedback for today's class. And I think you can do the feedback. It's not as difficult as the one that I giving you this last part, last two, I think last three or last two is quite difficult. Okay. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any question here? Okay. If there's no question, I will uh, stop this presentation and move to feedback. Okay. Please join the feedback. Okay. DJ. Okay. Let me start. I have 8 students now. who are not joining. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, let's start. Three, two, one. Let's start. All right. Just the result. Okay? If x equals 0, then you write 0. If x equals 9, you could write 9. Or if it's having more than 1, you write 9, comma, 2, comma, 3, like that. Or 1, 2, 3, with comma in between the numbers. Okay, 40, 443. If you remember the last questions I give you, it's pretty much similar, and it's not as complicated as the one that I gave you. Yeah, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, correct answer is 1. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next session. I have 3 questions. Okay, blessing. That's really good. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's go. Next question. Question 2. Get ready. Now you can choose between these options here. The time is enough. I think enough. Okay. If you already have the answer, you can just choose the answer. Okay. Creativity is still good. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Question 3, get ready. Last question. Should be easy, right? Okay, very good. Actually, you can try check one by one answer, and then the only one is logically is just x equals 6. Okay, congratulations, blessing. Okay. For winning the game. Okay. So hopefully in the near future we can have more and more students who win this kind of game. And this will be the end of our lecture. Okay. So this will be the end, and thank you for joining courses. Tomorrow we will have another sessions, another example. I think I will finish all the examples that I can give to you, so that next week we will have new chapter. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all students for joining.